Milwaukee is a union town. That's right, that's right. Now for my immigrants, ICE, ICE, get out of MKE. ICE, ICE, get out of MKE. ICE, ICE, get out of MKE. That's right. I see here in the front of the crowd a beautiful Palestine flag. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! That's right, y'all sung good, but I need you to crank it up a bit more. I need you to show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy sounds like.
This is what democracy sounds like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy sounds like.
This is what democracy sounds like.
And y'all sound good, keep it up. All right, this is good, we gotta get the crowd going. We're here for No King's Day. Apparently it's Donald Trump's birthday. That's right, that's how we say happy birthday to him. But you know how we say happy birthday to him in Mexico?
How?
We say, culero, 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 culero. That's right, have a blessed birthday, I guess, Trump. Let's boo him one more time. That's right, done with Trump, but I'm gonna need you to show a lot of support for these next speakers. So it's going to be a great program. So I need you to bring the energy and all the love for our speakers, all right? Thank you so much, Milwaukee. Much love.
Milwaukee! Let's make some noise, Milwaukee! This right here is what democracy looks like. This is what Milwaukee looks like. And Milwaukee showed up today. We have almost 10,000 people here. My name is Ben Dombrowski. I am one of the organizers for Milwaukee and Wisconsin with the 50-51 movement. 50-51 is a non-violent grassroots movement that started as a Reddit thread back in February. It originally stood for 50 protests, 50 states, one movement. But today, we've grown a little bit. We are no longer just national in the U.S. This movement is extending to countries who are also resisting institutionalized authoritarianism and colonialism. So today, we go by a more fundamental term. We are the people's movement. That means that today we are not protesting alone. We are protesting at the same time with our entire country. Across all states and territories, in hundreds of major cities, in multiple towns across Wisconsin. We are not alone in protesting today. We are in community with the entire people of the world to say we do not believe in kings. No kings! We do not believe in oligarchs. We believe in the people.
Get this, I want to get this.
Today is about reclaiming a government that works for us, not for donors or lobbyists or the powerful few. We are reclaiming our power. We are reclaiming our voices. We are reclaiming our streets. We are reclaiming our country. This movement is about accountability. No politician, no party, no company is safe from that. Those who have taken actions at the expense of basic human dignity can expect to be cited. We are the people. We are in charge. So Milwaukee, I welcome you to the beginning of not just a new American revolution. This is a global revolution. So I welcome you formally, my lieges, to the People's Revolution. And this progressive revolution is starting here in Wisconsin. And to tell us more, I welcome Executive Director of our Wisconsin Revolution, William Walter.
Milwaukee, how the hell are ya? Quick shout out to the 2,000 people who on a few days' notice at 6 p.m. on a Tuesday evening stood in this very park and marched these very streets to tell ICE to stay the fuck out of our city. But that was Tuesday. This is today. As Ben said, I'm William Walter. I'm the Executive Director of our Wisconsin Revolution, co-lead for Grassroots Germantown, steering committee member of Young Progressive Democrats of America, and I'm representing the Fighting Oligarchy Coalition today. We appreciate you joining us in solidarity to reaffirm our commitment to each other, to reiterate our belief in democracy, and to remind the Timu tyrant in the White House that we are citizens, not subjects. Power, of course, is derived from the consent of the governed. And in America, there are no kings, so says the Founding Fathers, a promise we the people intend to keep. We the people will dictate our future. We the people will defend our democracy against a wannabe monarch, and we the people will cause some good trouble, some necessary trouble, on Orange King George's $50 million of our tax dollars big day. Now the energy here is palpable, but there's a few things I have to get off my chest. See, in America there are no kings. Unfortunately, Donald Trump, a clown emperor in invisible clothing, and the billionaires fancy themselves royalty. They believe their money, their influence, their connections should grant them total control over the other 350 million of us. I'm sick and tired of that. I'm sick and tired of defending rights guaranteed to us for centuries. I'm sick and tired of a government of the billionaires, by the billionaires, for the billionaires. Hell, Donald Trump quite literally appointed the richest man on earth, who coincidentally donated $300 million to his campaign, to an unconstitutional position of immense power so that he and his swarm of college-age techno-brat lackeys could gut the few remaining institutions designed to protect working folks like us. This was always the plan, to wield the power of the government to steal from the working class, a reverse Robin Hood legitimized by the authority of the presidency. But we have one advantage Donald Trump, his billionaire buddies, and sycophantic allies will never have. We have each other. are united by true, authentic community built from love and support rather than dollars and cents. We the people will revolutionize Wisconsin, reform America, and reshape the world. Donald Trump, the billionaire swamp monster empowering that which he promised to drain, may live in a $500 million mega resort, occasionally visiting the palatial gilded tower he named after himself, but the rest of us live in the real world. And in the real world, the Constitution is the law of the land. You see, the Constitution, democracy itself, was built on foundational principles, self-evident truths. We the people are created equal. We are endowed with certain unalienable rights, such as life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But today, these rights are under attack from the very government instituted to secure them. Donald Trump's administration brazenly defies court orders, undermines established practices, dismantles public services. Also, his buddies can profit off their privatization. He is taking a sledgehammer to the Constitution, and he does so with reckless abandon. Cowardly, complicit Republican majorities in the House and Senate refuse to leverage their ability, and the courts refuse to stop him. Checks and balances cannot prevent the accumulation of power. When the checks refuse to check and the balances are no longer balanced, Donald Trump is acting with total impunity. Those holding themselves accountable to nobody cannot be trusted by anybody. Those who refuse to accept responsibility cannot be granted authority. With that said, he who dares not offend cannot be honest. So here's the truth. It's not just Donald Trump, the billionaire Brat Pack, and the cowardly complicit Republicans. Establishment Democratic leadership, perhaps overwhelmed by Trump's audacity and ineptitude, appear catatonic. That paints a bleak picture, I'll admit, but on days like today, I instead find myself inspired by all of you. There is no savior coming. We, all of you, are the resistance. We the people will protect each other, we the people will preserve democracy, we the people will fight the oligarchy, and we the people will redirect Wisconsin and the United States forward. This forward-driven future is worth fighting for, but this future will not manifest itself. That work comes down to all of us, right here in our communities. This process takes time, but the seeds have been planted. They are nourished by your spirit and watered by your inspiration. The fruits of our labor will birth a more just and equitable tomorrow. While this future is not guaranteed, the ingredients are ready to be molded. How? To reshape our future, we must reclaim our past, and what better place to make this point than Milwaukee, Wisconsin, home of sewer socialism. In the beautiful state of Wisconsin, the birthplace of progressivism. See, Wisconsin was once a leader in forward-thinking policy. The Wisconsin idea, a bold set of progressive economic reforms, redefined people-powered policy. This concept emphasized the commitment to public service for the betterment of Wisconsin and beyond, and it maintained that we have a responsibility to serve the public good. The Wisconsin idea was born of necessity. Per the Wisconsin Historical Society, the rise of big business in the 1870s created an oligarchy of wealthy businessmen. Politicians and business leaders conspired to create policies that favored their friends rather than the public. Does that sound familiar? The rich profiting off the backs of Wisconsin workers posed an immense threat to democracy, a threat that could only be neutralized by transformative, working-class-centered policy. The Wisconsin idea expressed a vision, an affirmation of why we strive for better and how we will make that better a reality. Well, Wisconsin, let's run it back. We don't have to reinvent the wheel, it just needs a fresh coat of paint. A new Wisconsin idea, a 21st century reimagining of the philosophy that revolutionized public policy, an expectation that every Wisconsinite, regardless of income, race, religion, gender, country of origin, or sexual orientation, has the right to the basic necessities of life. Wisconsin can once again lead the nation in fighting for economic justice through living wages, high quality and affordable health care, world-class education, affordable housing for all, a clean environment, and a secure retirement. Wisconsinites deserve an economic justice bill of rights. We deserve a state that works for us, not for the billionaires, and definitely not for sale to the highest bidder, self-appointed kings. We the people will save democracy by progressively, one might say radically, enhancing it. See, we the people will never out-fundraise or out-network the billionaires and their allies, but we the people can out-organize them. We can outwork them. Why? Because look around. We outnumber them 1,000,000 to 1, and we will continue to remind them of this. 90% of solidarity is showing up. Every one of you here took that first step, but solidarity can't just be a slogan or a song. It is a sustained action. It is a way of life. Get involved, get engaged. Your energy, your excitement, your passion is infectious. Harness that passion. Seek opportunities to learn and grow and direct it appropriately. Passion begets knowledge. Knowledge begets action, and action begets change. 10,000 groups of 10 people can't do much, but 10 groups of 10,000 people will change the world. That, my friends, that is immense power. And looking at all of you today, I see immense power. Because there are no kings here, just us. Our first speaker is a lifelong organizer, educator, and community organizer, currently serving as the executive director of the Milwaukee Chants, one of the city's oldest social justice institutions. Please make some noise for Emilio.
There are no kings in the American dream. My name is Emilio and I'm with the Milwaukee Chants. We were founded by German immigrants and refugees 170 years ago, and we have not forgotten why we came here. Wow, let me drink this in for a moment. I have strong emotions. It is so energizing to see all of you. You're beautiful, but it's terrible that we have to gather together to stop fascists from ripping away what's left of our democracy. So let's put this in a little context. Some of our ancestors have always been here. They're the First Nations. Many of our ancestors came here because they had no choice. Maybe they were fleeing war, or religious oppression, or famines, or poverty. Maybe they were enslaved, or they were indentured, they were imprisoned, they were escaping, they were terrified. Or maybe they were taking the gamble of their lives to have a shot at the American dream. Some of them murdered or tried to replace the people that were here before them, and some of them attempted to subjugate and rob whoever they could to make a buck or a baby. And some of them just wanted to be left alone and live in peace. And many of our ancestors were wonderful and brilliant and bright and struggled for things we can only imagine, and this administration is trying to erase them from our story. They're trying to remove the sacrifices. Yeah, boo. They're trying to remove the sacrifices of those who came before us so that they can retell a lie instead. Because it will be easier to take control of us if we have no knowledge of ourselves. It will be easier to rob us of dignity and power. Remember, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu.